Welcome back to the channel, Invest in Yourself YouTube. My name is Cameron. I haven't heard from y'all. I've been missing y'all so much. I've been moving, and I'm in the military, as you know, and I had to move out of my house. I'm moving back to mainland here in the next month or so. So just bear with me. I'm gonna try to post as many videos as I can at least this next 30 some odd days. But I'll get situated down in December when I get my new duty station and start posting more regularly. But I had to end up posting this video in this new position that I opened, and I want to get into it and go overall what this company's about, and we'll kind of get into it and overall, and just let me know what you think down in the comments. Maybe like the video and subscribe. So today we're going over a very good food company, and I want to go over this company as a whole and see this could be the next Beyond Meat in 3 to 5 years. We're going to look at the company's financials and the possible growth in the plant-based sector, and finally cover if I will buy more of this company before the end of the year. So if you didn't know what the very good food company is, they're an emerging plant-based food like Beyond Meat, and they design, develop, produce, distribute, and sell a variety of plant-based meat and other food alternatives. The mission is to employ plant-based food technology to create products that are delicious while maintaining a wholesome nutritional profile. And we'll look at some of the financials today. I think today it ended up $1.91. This is a speculative stock and a penny stock at that. And today, I think in the last 2 days, I think yesterday was up 15%. Today it was up almost 22%. So overall, the stock is almost up 38% in 2 days. So again, do your due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor, but again, I'm going to go over the perspective of what I think of the company and break it down a little bit. This will be a short video to kind of see what my thoughts are going in and what do I believe in this company and the plant-based food company overall in the United States. And so I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think down below again in the comments. Going back to the investor presentation, looking at obviously went over their mission and their market dynamics. The global plant-based meat market right now, since obviously 2018, $10 billion, is going to increase threefold until 2026 to a little over $30 billion, almost $31 billion. And I think people who get into it now is going to be strategic to get their brand knowledge for, their brand recognition for, before these other companies come onto the market, and us investors, doing our research and our due diligence to learn about these companies and where we want to put our money at. But the Very Good Food Company is an $80 million, relatively unknown Canadian vegan meat company that is absolutely killing it when it comes to on the Canadians' west coast right now, and which has expansion plans to place, hopefully, replicate success through the U.S. over the next couple of years. And I believe you too, if the management successfully executes, and we can look at some of their managers. Where do they got some of their managing? So overall, if this management we see here, this management here we can see can execute the Very Good Food Company, I can see 10x in this company over the next several years and open this great opportunity for young investors getting into the plant-based meat products, the world outside of Beyond Meat. So today the company is vertically integrated overall, and it's a vegan meat producer that sells arguably one of the best meats when it comes to vegan burgers, sausages, tacos, as we can see on the things, taco mix, pepperoni, bacon, steaks. If you look on some of the reviews on the company's site, and you can go to, I think I have it up right now. Let's see. Right here, investor relations. Going to their site at verygoodbutchers.com. And you can kind of look at some of the companies online and look at some of the ratings they have for some of their products. Overall, like the vegan burger is rated 4.5 star ratings, and 73% of it's 5 stars, and they're just rating this stuff far better other individuals that have eaten this product. And I'm personally myself looking for the product the last week. I know they have it at Whole Foods, but currently where I'm at, I haven't been able to find it. But there's a lot of people talking about this is like way better, just tastier, more realistic eating a real burger compared to like Beyond Burger. And Beyond Burger is pretty well, and you're seeing a lot of these reviews kind of saying this is top notch, way above Beyond Burger. It's kind of get you interested and look into other things about this company and see what they're about, because obviously we're going to get into the video about them expanding the U.S. There may be a great opportunity to take advantage of it. So, hey, the Very Good Food Company makes awesome vegan products with huge demand, and sales right now, if you look at it through some of their sites and stuff, they are overall sales are up 226 so far in 2020, including a 395% growth last quarter. But the company is still making all of its vegan meat products in the west coast of Canada, in Victoria, Canada, in a small 4,000 square foot facility. So if you go on their site, and going back to their site, I think we can go up to the top, look at that up there. Due to overall demand, processing time orders by 2 to 3 weeks. And this is due to a lot of online orders, and orders probably, if I had a chance to go up there to Canada, from where I am today, that would be a crazy drive. But this just tells you probably how in demand they are, and they know their main base is coming out of the U.S., and we're going to get into what they're opening. But the company is just phenomenal when it comes to, they've leveraged enormous growth in 2020 and successfully raised a bunch of capital. With the company has committed to opening 2 new production facilities when it comes to in 2021. Right now they are going to open a 10,000 square foot facility in Vancouver, and the most important one to me is that they're going to open a 25,000 square foot facility in Patterson, California, and that facility is going to require minimal renovation, so overhead wise we don't have to worry about a lot of it coming out of their bottom line, because they're going to have infrastructure such as coolers, freezers, allowing it to be brought online at an expedient time frame. When the initial 20,005 square foot is operating at full capacity in the U.S. after the ramp up period, the facility is anticipated to have a maximum production volume of 550,000 pounds per week to supply the demand for the Very Good, we're going to start calling it VGF's Very Good Foods product. We're going to use it as an acronym. But right now they're going to, just in 25,000 square feet, be able to produce, when they're at maximum maximum production, 550,000 square pounds, which that should be able to alleviate some of the demand and backlog they have right now, and open up a lot more positive profit margins in their earnings overall. But as you can see, this company is just going, is expanding, and that's what we want. We want expansion, we want growth. And talk a little bit about the Vancouver facility. It's going to basically help meet some of the robust demand they have in Canada, especially in the west coast of Canada, and that's going to end up helping a lot for their facility in Canada. They're going to use it for R&D to create newer foods, newer aspects that we're not seeing on the market, like stuff that's not Beyond Meat. The nice thing about Beyond Meat's a really good product, I believe, and a really good investment, but a really high evaluation. I think it has a real high evaluation right now, and it's very rich. But they only offer like 3 or 4 products. This company right here, I think, offers a total of like 7 or 8 products, and they're constantly releasing new products. So they're putting money from their capital R&D into newer, appealing consumer stuff that people want, and they they're taking some of their own capital and putting it back to the company to expand. That's what I like. And overall, this company is just keeps on stepping their game up, and they're managing, executing so far. So the California facility, if we're looking the one they're coming up in 2021, meanwhile, will help the vegan meat maker expand in the U.S. for the first time ever. And the company sells exclusively through grocery chains in Canada and online today. So really don't have a big sharehold in the U.S. right now. And what we're seeing online and from reviews, this company looks like they're going to be a company to deal with in the future for Beyond Meat. So in doing so, these production expansions by the groundwork for the Very Good, the VGFs, is going to form a teeny but super successful $80 million vegan meat maker on Canada's west coast. So it possibly is going to be a giant and still super successful multi-billion-dollar global alternative food giant when they expand. And we're talking about years down the road, much just like Beyond Meat. and I think this company is going to turn to that, that competitor against Beyond Meat and give them a run for their money. And I think there's market share to be had when it comes to overall getting some of that market share from them. But again, looking at some of their financials today, obviously we see the stock closed up in the last 2 days like 38%. We'll go to some of their, looking at some of their revenues from their last Q2, I think it was around June 30th. Revenues are around a little over 1.1 million, an increase that we said before of 395% year over year. Gross profit margins 42% over the 6-month period, an improvement from 34% from the previous semi-annual total. Total assets of 6.7 million, including cash balance of a little over $3.5 billion, and they paid off an outstanding debt of 1.1 million. Net loss was around 1.65 million. I know they basically lost more than they gained, but if you looked at the revenues, but some of this stuff was they couldn't meet their demand because of some of their supply issue constraints, because they have to expand, and being in that 4,000 square foot facility in Canada, there's only so much orders they can fill at once, and I think the expansion's coming. And if you look at just overall the charts I have down here of the internet sales, in which obviously in the pandemic world we're in, we can just see just from October 2019 through April 20, and when they're coming out with their new they're going to be reporting their Q3 earnings, believe October 29th. Yeah, October 29th. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see a beat on sales as well. The biggest thing I have concerns this company. It's why it's still a speculative play, and I have a small positions that they end up having, they end up losing more, 1.65 million compared to revenues of a little over 1.1. So they lost more than what they gained. So they're net negative as we speak. But again, these companies still getting on their feet. They're still meeting demand, and I think overall this company is obviously reported, record quarters, last couple of quarters of triple digits, and we just need to give this company time. And I believe this company overall is a great speculative play. And I know if you look at right now, I'll give you another aspect showing you right now the company right now announces record holiday orders and production increases, as we can see right here. Orders in the vegan stuffed beasts have grown record levels 2020. Thanksgiving and Christmas maximum capacity. The orders 2,000 units Thanksgiving, 4,500 units for Christmas, an additional 1,500 units sold direct consumer through the company's e-commerce store. So they have to meet a lot of demand coming from the U.S. on e-commerce through online. And when this store opens in California in 2021, I think it's starting to get a more of a a stable product, or a known fan base, or knowing about their product. I think this company is going to grow like a weed really fast. And again, it's a speculative play. You need to do your due diligence when it comes to this company. But overall, as myself, I don't want this. I end up buying 106 shares at a cost average about $1.80, and I plan to add more to this company over the next couple weeks. I want to build out to at least 5% and probably add a couple hundred more shares. But again, it's a speculative play for me, but I think it's going to be a company that's going to grow, and it's going to be a long-term hold, 3 to 5 years minimum. And again, this is another great way to get yourself into the plant-based meat market, or and make sure you're doing your your due diligence, and make sure you're doing your research. Again, it's a speculative play, it's a penny stock. But again, I have looking at through some of their financials, and looking at some doing research on some on the meat products itself and the reviews. I like where this company's going, and I like their management overall. And I'll let you know if I end up trying the product out, if I find it here in Hawaii where I'm at, and I'll do another review on my channel here and let you know what I thought about it compared, because I've eaten Beyond Meat products many times, and I do enjoy them. And I think if you look at it as a plant-based meat product, only one we really got choice to invest in, if you look at on the market, U.S. market, is Beyond Meat. And I think in the next 6-7 years, there's going to be a lot of competitors to them. So hopefully you liked the video today. again, thank you for coming back to the channel again, and sorry if I didn't post for the last 4 or 5 weeks, but I hope y'all understand I was in the middle of moving. I'm still kind of like, without a home, staying with my friend, and be moving back to the mainland U.S. here within the next month, and I'll update as much as possible. But again, thank you for coming to invest in yourself, and stay tuned and invest wisely.